just about to get underway. And on the hill today, Lucas Giolito.
Well, no doubt about it. He's going to have to put together some consistently good performances in order to bring that ERA down. Now, he's got good stuff. He's just got to be able to have confidence, trust it, and really go after hitters, not nibble. Trust that his stuff can have late life and miss barrels of bats.
Zach Neto leading things off and takes a strike. Missed with a changeup, and the count even 1-1. There's a swing and a drive. And it's off the green monster.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
And here's the first baseman, Nolan Schanuel. He's someone that really beats up on right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, give him a little bit more trouble. Not even close there. And that's ball one. Neto gets his lead at first with nobody out. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Hauls it in, and there's one away. All right, let's take a look at the Angels lineup. Not the highest team batting average for this squad. They're down towards the bottom of the league in total hits, and Singy, because of that, they don't score a ton.
Yeah, and Boog, I'm looking for a little better performance out of them today. I mean, if they're going to be dangerous, if they're going to be able to create scoring opportunities, they're going to have to start making some individual adjustments. A lot of players in this lineup probably aren't happy with how they've hit the ball so far. So today's a chance to get something going.
Taylor Ward stands in now and watches strike one. Now a fly ball to right center. Rafaela sizing this one up. And there's two down.
Batting fourth, third baseman, Jorge Soler.
Jorge Soler up at the plate.
His next home run will be the 200th in his career. It would be pretty cool to see it right here.
And that's off the inside edge. Ball one. No, Soler with just one more homer to reach the 200 career mark. Drilled out towards left center field. Into the monster seats and gone. A gigantic blast. His second homer of this series, and they grab the lead. It's 2-0. Singy, somebody go track down that baseball. It's number 200 for him.
200 career home runs, that's legitimate power at the plate, and that's something that a lot of guys would dream of getting to.
Two outs, nobody on. Here's the power hitting catcher, Logan O'Hoppe. Misses outside. Ball one.
You know, we usually talk about bigger numbers when it comes to homers, but only about 400 major leaguers have ever hit 200 round trippers in their careers. He's putting himself in great company.
Next offering is in for a strike. Foul ball. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Two out, space is empty. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Two down, nobody on. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That one outside. And the count is filled up.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
2 outs. Got him looking. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. 2-run shot for the Angels this inning. It's now a 2-0 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here at Fenway Park, and towing the slab in this one, Jack Kachanowicz.
Well, coming into this game, hitters are batting under 250 against this starting pitcher. So it just shows you how effective he's been. He's been able to move his pitches around, add and subtract, change up the look so that hitters don't get too comfortable and start squaring up the baseball. We'll see what he's got in this one.
So stepping in for Boston, Jarren Duran. That's off the mark, and that's ball 1.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
And there's a strike.
It's a good changeup to hit up in the zone. I don't think he recognized it. I'm sure he'd love to have that one back.
That one ripped right center field. And it hits the fence. And that's a leadoff double.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. A lot of hitters tell themselves, line drive over the infielder's head. That's what I'm trying to do. Just keep that approach simple. And right there, it was perfectly executed. On time with everything and pulled it into the gap nicely.
And it's Rafael Devers in the box. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. And there's one down. Check out the Red Sox lineup. This is one of the best teams in the league when it comes to drawing walks, Chris. So we'll probably see a very patient approach from them.
Yeah, Boogie, that's often what leads to a lot of runs scored. You get runners on base, you work that pitch count up for the opposing pitchers, and then you take advantage when they make mistakes. You get into that bullpen. You can tell that everyone up and down this lineup just comes in with a great plan of attack, a lot of patience, just like you said.
Wilyer Abreu in the box with one away as he takes ball 1. On the inside corner for a strike. Hit weakly on the ground, and it goes just foul. Runner at second here, one gone. Fights that one away, still 1-2.
Two.
Fights it off, he'll see another. Next pitch downstairs, and that's ball 3. Here's a high chopper, and foul ball. And ball 4 to a board.
Well, they didn't give him anything to hit, and now with runners on first and second, they've set up a double play opportunity. So not a terrible result.
2 on, 1 out. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Abraham Toro. Duran at second. Abreu at first. 1 gone. Breaking ball misses down and away.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Fouls one off out of play. Back to our left. Lifted in the air, right field. Taylor sizes this one up, nabs it. Runner tags at second, and he moves up a base. So 2 away with runners at the corners.
Batting fifth, third baseman, number 39.
And next for the Red Sox, Marcelo Meyer. And that's
1-0.
outside. Corners are occupied with 2 down. Tap foul at the plate. Two on, 2 outs. And he grounds one to the right side. Kingery in plenty of time to first. 3rd out. Boston strands a pair. They trail things here 2-0. Second inning
Leading
set
off
to
for the
go.
Angels,
So in now for
center
the
fielder,
Angels,
Joe
Adell.
Adell.
Giolito measures 6 feet 6 inches, 30 years old now, a former first-round pick back in 2012. Abreu under it, puts it away for the out. Luis Rengifo, the next to hit. That catches the zone for a strike, and it's 0-1.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Pitch in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike. Making the calls behind the plate in this one is Woody Keller.
Yeah, and Woody does a pretty good job back there, Boog. He's got a pretty fair strike zone most of the time. Maybe some inconsistency here or there, but usually he's back there doing a solid job.
The 1-1 is fouled off. 1 out, base is empty. That missed by a lot. And the count is 2-2. That one missed.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Into left center for a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than
Batting
that.
eighth,
Pretty much
right
a model
fielder,
swing
Chris
on that
Taylor.
one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Here comes Chris Taylor. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. And that one missing low. Man at first, 1 away. Next pitch, not close, up high. To short, could be 2. The flip, 1 at second, on to first, safe. So they get 1, but a really nice try
Batting
there.
ninth, second baseman Scott Kingery.
Scott Kingery up to hit. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. Giolito moved to first. Taylor dives back in safely.
Boog, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Got him on the off-balance throw. That's out number 3. Angels leave 1, but they're on top 2-0. Back here at Fenway,
Leading
here's the
off
shortstop
for the
at
Red
the
Sox.
plate. Trevor Story.
Shortstop, Trevor Story.
Kochanowicz back to work. And a foul ball. Popped up right side. It's Kingery again to make the play.
Batting seventh, second baseman Christian Campbell.
And here is Christian Campbell. And that is in for a strike. 0-1.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Next pitch is inside, and the count is 1-2.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Adele hauls it in, 2 away.
Batting eighth, catcher
Connor Wong up next for the Red Sox. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out.
You come into the game knowing that unless the ball's in the dirt or gets by him, we're probably not going to steal anything today. So that's where you want to get a little more aggressive on your secondary lead and hope that some base hits, some slugs, some home runs can come into play.
Batting ninth, center fielder Cedar
And stepping
Rafaela.
in is the speedy Cedar Rafaela.
Boog, this guy's just a tremendously talented center fielder. Gold Glove caliber type out there. Offensively, he can do some things, but also has some streakiness as well. I think the key is just trying to find a way for him to be consistent day in and day out. He saves runs in the outfield, so that's going to buy him more time to work things out at the dish.
0-1.
Well, I'll say this as a former position player and base stealer, when you come into a game and you've got a guy like this behind the dish with a big arm, you really have to change your approach. You can't try to steal because you'll get thrown out. Maybe get a little bigger lead, be aggressive on the secondary, but this type of guy shuts the running game down.
Struck him out looking. So 1 hit is all they get. We head on down to the top of the 3rd. Angels 2 and the Red Sox nothing. On to the 3rd
Leading
inning.
off for
Now
the
it's the
Angels,
shortstop, Zach Neto.
Neto.
First pitch just misses. That one drilled left field. Durant makes the catch. One down.
Now batting, first baseman,
Nolan Schanuel, the next to hit for the Angels. 0 for 1 as he popped out foul to third his first time up. That one finds the zone. Strike one. Late with the swing there.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
One down, base is empty. Pitch misses. And the count 1-2. And there's a ball. Goes down looking for the strikeout. Throws him with the heater at the knees.
Now batting.
2 outs, base is empty. Next to hit, Taylor Ward. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. And a curve drops in for a strike. Two down, nobody on. Outside low. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
2 strikes.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Wong down to first with it. And it's in time for the third out, so that'll end the inning. And we're back here at Fenway Park as we go to the last of the third. Now the left fielder, Jarren Duran. Fouled off left side. To the right side. Kingery over to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the third.
Now batting, designated hitter, Rafael Devers.
Here's Rafael Devers. First time up was a pop out. That one ripped. Get out of town. He hammers one out to right, and they're on the scoreboard. It's 2-1. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself at bat after at bat. He's that confident. Well, I'm not really sure how he kept that fair. When you're out in front on a breaking ball like that, such a good chance that it's going to hook foul, but not this time. He kept the hands moving forward just long enough to sneak it inside that foul pole.
And now Wilyer Abreu. And there's a base hit to left. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't
Up
feel
next,
any
for the
vibration in your
Red
hands
Sox,
whatsoever.
first
Such a
baseman,
good feeling. When you see a ball come off the
Abraham
bat like that, you know it was pretty much a perfect swing. And for me, I start wondering, and I'm looking on the computer, what was the exit velocity? This time 106.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Abraham Toro. He's 0 for 1. Close,
No,
but
that's a ball.
called a ball. And it's 1-0. Abreu over at first with 1 away. Next one misses. Now 2-0.
Last two pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
Ball 3.
Squirts away a little bit. .3-0 down. That clips the inside corner for a strike. Fouls 1 away, and now 3-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
39.
Now the third baseman, Marcelo Meyer. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
That was the pitch to hit. Four-seam fastball instead of that sinker ball that makes you hit it on the ground. He missed a good one.
2 on, 1 out. That one finds the zone. That's strike 2.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Next pitch misses, and a count 1-2.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Next pitch is outside.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
He came out of his mechanics there.
Up
Typically
next,
he likes to
for
shoot
the
the ball
Red
the
Sox,
other way, but that
shortstop,
time
Trevor
a little anxious.
Story.
Trevor Story comes up to the plate. 0 for 1 with a flyout. That one ripped, but foul. And the righty deals. Swing and a foul out of play. Swing and a miss, and that is that.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
as we go to the
Leadoff
top of the
for
fourth.
Angels,
And the batter
third
now,
baseman,
Jorge Soler.
Soler.
And he takes a strike.
That's a ball.
And
Ball,
misses
go.
inside.
You know, these Angels showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this
Ball.
one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first
Now
base
batting,
with a quick
catcher,
free pass.
Logan O'Hoppe.
Logan O'Hoppe, the next to hit for the Angels. Struck out looking in his first at bat. And that's through there for a strike.
Still relatively early, but with a pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
That one is
1-1.
upstairs. Nobody out. Runner at first. On the ground to the left.
Foul.
And that's just foul.
His eyes got big. He saw that changeup way out in front. Better to pull it than to get jammed on something off speed like that.
Fastball
No,
is
off the
outside. Pitch
Full
misses
count.
there. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Runner at first with no outs here. And a swing and a miss. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone. And a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
Here's Joe Adele. Flied to right his first time. And that's in there for strike 1.
Well, he's been incredibly
0-1.
efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Outside.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. Going back. And caught on the warning track.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about
Up
10
next
minutes
for the
of balls
Angels, the
in the
designated
gaps.
hitter,
They practice
Luis
this, and when the game
Rengifo.
comes, they make the play perfectly.
Luis Rengifo gets a chance to hit here. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Soler off of first with 2 away. Just missed. Got him looking, and he did not like the call. Angels strand 1, but they still lead it 2-1. Back now at Fenway.
Leading
Here's the
off
second
for the
baseman,
Red
Christian
Sox.
Campbell.
Second baseman, Christian Campbell.
Ground ball up the middle, and it's through for a hit. And a good start to the inning
Now batting, the catcher, Connor.
So digging in, Connor Wong. And he's already singled in this game. That one the other way, and there's a hit. Throw comes in, runner stopped, second and third, nobody out.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. And stepping in for Boston, Ceddanne Rafaela. Golden opportunity right here. And that's in for a strike. 0-1. Inside, just missed. Action in the Angels bullpen. Robert Stevenson up and loosening in the pen. Strickland getting loose as well. Off the mark there, and it's 2-1.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
Swings and misses. And the count's even at 2.
2 strikes.
2 in scoring position, nobody out. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Right side. Base hit, 1 run is in. Runner stops at third, and they're at the corners with nobody out. So runners at the corners, nobody out. Now batting Jarren Duran. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Well, he's just given
One
up
ball,
3 straight
no
hits,
strike.
and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
And that one fouled off. Here's a 1-1. That's down and in.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
And it's even up.
Well, in this situation with a runner on first, less than 2 outs, some say, hey, get the ground ball double play with 2 strikes. Some people say get the strikeout. I think you just execute your pitch, make the best pitch you possibly can, and let the result be whatever it's going to be.
Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Lifted in the air, right center field. Taylor squeezes it, and there's 1 down.
Now batting, designated hitter, Rafael Devers.
Rafael Devers up to hit. He's already homered here in this one. And that's downstairs. 1-0. Runners are at the corners, 1 away. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Two on, 1 out. And that one fouled off. Just off the outside edge. The count now 2-2. That one missed. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
So stepping in for Boston, Wilyer Abreu. A walk, and he's also singled. Ripped to short. They take the force out. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. But the RBI single pushes across a run. 2-2 game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back inside Fenway Park. Top 5, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Chris Taylor. Giolito back to work. That one's in there. That's strike one.
Well, you got to give him credit out there on the mound. This outing started off a little shaky, but he's found a way to settle in and turn this into a pretty good start. That shows you a lot about his mental makeup as a pitcher.
Just off the outside part of the plate. Battling here as he fouls it away. Good eye in that spot.
Well, I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
That was a really nice pitch call for that put-away slider right there. You look at the sequence in that at-bat, and he hadn't thrown it yet, so it just makes it really tough to recognize and fight off with 2 strikes. I'm sure it looked like a fastball all the way until it wasn't.
Now it's the second baseman, Scott Kingery. That catches the corner. Kingery goes 5 feet 9 inches, 180 pounds, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. One down, base is empty.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. You got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
Zach Neto getting ready to hit. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Wastes no time there. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Now here is Nolan Schanuel. 0 for 2 in this one. On the ground right side. Throws to first. That's the 3rd out. Angels leave 1. Score remains 2-2. Back here in Boston, bottom of the inning. Here's the Boston cleanup hitter, Abraham Toro. The pitch. Hard hit left side. Slings to first, and the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th.
Now batting, number 39.
And next for the Red Sox, Marcelo Meyer. Hard ground ball, base 9. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Smashed that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Man at first with one gone. Here's Story now.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
The shortstop takes the ball. Pickoff move to first. Meyer back in on a dive. One away, tie game, go ahead run stands at first. Last half of inning number 5. Check swing and he went. And the count even at 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a tapper that rolls foul.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Meyer stands at first with 1 out. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Swing and a chopper. Little Baltimore chop action for the base hit. Throw comes into third. He is safe. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
Now the Angels manager is out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Jack Kachanowicz gives way, and he's not going to be happy with himself. New pitcher on the mound in a moment.
Now pitching for the
New
Angels.
pitcher in the game for the Angels, Robert Stevenson.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Runners at the corners here, 1 away. Christian Campbell up next for the Red Sox. And that is out of play. Now the 0-1.
1-1.
In the dirt. Throw to second, not in time. He's there easily. Story into scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility. Swing and a miss, chased it out of the zone.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Two on, 1 out.
Ball.
In this situation, he's trying to get you to pop something up or jam you. That's a really good take, knowing you got an opportunity to drive in a run here.
On the ground, right side. Kingery slings to first in time. And now it's the catcher for the Red Sox, Connor Wong.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
Up the middle, and a base hit knocks in a run.
Oh, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch.
Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
2 outs, runner at first. Cedar Rafaela up next for the Red Sox. In there, and it's 0-1. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Next one misses, and it's 1-2. Red Sox leading it by 2. Way high there. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. And that one upstairs.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And that'll put runners at the corners with 2 away.
Now batting, left fielder, Jaron
And stepping in for
Duran.
Boston, Jaron Duran. 1 for 3. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. And an automatic double as it hops the fence. A run comes in the play.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next guy to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
Now it's Devers at the plate. First pitch misses. Second and third, 2 down. And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even.
Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1-2.
And a ball evens the count. That one ran inside, almost got him.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
That one is absolutely belted. And no one can get there. One run across. Another comes in to score. It's 7-2. A 2-run double.
That's 2 consecutive extra base hits for this team. Got a good pitch to drive, stayed short with his bat path to the ball and caught it out front, and he stayed long in his follow through. That's how you split the gap, and that's pretty much a double every time.
Now the Angels manager is out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Robert Stevenson won't go any further, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back.
Now pitching for the
So the Angels turn to their bullpen for a new pitcher, Jose Soriano.
Jose
I think it's
Soriano.
got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but He's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Wilyer Abreu up next for the Red Sox. And first offering is fouled off. Devers on at second with 2 down. Outside low, and the count is 1-1. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Inning over, although plenty of damage done. So 5 runs in the inning as they bat around. 5 innings complete. It's the Red Sox 7 and the Angels 2. Back here in Boston, here's the left fielder, Taylor Ward. You know, Singy, they talk about Red Sox Nation, but there is something to that because the Boston Red Sox aren't just about Boston or Massachusetts. It's that whole New England area. So you're talking about Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, Northern Connecticut. There's a whole segment of the country that is locked in on the Boston Red Sox pitch to pitch throughout the summer. Toro pulls it down, and a quick out, number 1.
They travel really well, and I think Red Sox fans are sprinkled all over the country.
Jorge Soler digs in now. He's already homered in this game.
On the mound, he had a little trouble back in the first, but it's been a different story the rest of the way. Really settled into this outing nicely.
In for a strike. 0-2. And
That's
ball 1.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're the top half of the 6th. On the ground, right side. What a stop. Throws from his knees. Pretty nice play there.
Look at how he dives right there. Is able to pop up to both knees. Not enough time to get to his feet, but he threw a cannon across the diamond to get the runner.
Two down, base is empty. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Logan O'Hoppe. Off the mark there. And that's ball 1. And it's fouled away. In there at the knees for a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
And foul ball. And a 1-2 again.
Ball.
And foul ball. Inside. And it's 3-2.
Full count.
Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Caught him looking for the K. Nothing across here this half. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4-5-6 coming up. It's the Red Sox 7 and the Angels 2. Back here at Fenway,
Leading
and now the
off
first
for the
baseman,
Red
Abraham
Sox.
Toro.
First baseman, Abraham Toro.
Right through there for a strike.
You know, these Red Sox, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
Kingery over to first. One away, bottom of the 6th.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think
Now
we're going to see that
batting,
trend
number
continue the rest of the
39.
game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
Marcelo Meyer up next for the Red Sox. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And another ball.
2-0 to count.
To the right side. Shanuel takes it to the bag, and a couple of quick outs.
Now batting, shortstop, Trevor Story.
Here's Trevor Story now. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Well, don't expect too many more high fastballs. This is a good sinker ball pitcher, and sometimes they can make mistakes trying to pitch up in the zone. Look for him to stay down around the knees to be effective.
Two outs. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Ground ball right side. It squirts through. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Now batting, second baseman, Christian
So up
Campbell.
next, Christian Campbell. Now move to first.
He's safe.
And there's a foul ball. Story leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And a foul ball. Got him looking, and he didn't like the call. One left for the Red Sox, but they're still on top 7-2.
Now pitching for the
Welcome
Red
back.
Sox.
We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher
Number
on the mound,
22.
Garrett Whitlock.
And you know, bullpen
Garrett
guys can
Whitlock.
struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental
Leading
toughness
off
matters
for
in
the
situations
Angels,
like this as
center
well.
fielder, Joe Adele.
And now it's going to be Joe Adele. To the right side, and that one handled. Whips it to first on the run.
He's out.
It's there, and that's a great play.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Up next for the Angels, the designated hitter, Luis
And next for the
Rengifo.
Angels, Luis Rengifo. Strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. And that drops in for a strike. Got him swinging.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout.
batting,
You've got to be
right
better at the
fielder,
plate right
Chris
there. At least to
Taylor.
foul something off, extend that at bat.
2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the right fielder, Chris Taylor. In there at the knees. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Now 1-1.
Ball 2.
Just
No.
missed.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
On the ground. Story fires over to first.
out.
Taylor is out. Angels retired 1-2-3. Angels go quietly there. They're down 5. It's 7-2. Set for the last half of the
Leading off
7th.
for
Digging
the
in,
Red
Connor
Sox.
Wong.
Catcher, Connor Wong.
That's in there. That's strike 1. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. And out of here. He deposits that one into the monster seats. A laser to left. And they add to the lead. It's 8-2. Chris, we knew this moment was coming for him soon.
Yep, and it finally came. We knew it was only a matter of time before he's going to connect with one just like that. Just too good of a hitter at the plate. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Cedon Rafaela up next for the Red Sox. This one in the air. Soler gets under it. Makes the catch. 1 away.
Now batting, left fielder, Jaron Duran.
Now the left fielder, Jaron Duran. That one's
Ball 1.
upstairs, ball 1.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
In the air, left field, down the line. Ward pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
What a gutsy play. I always found that it was difficult
Up
because of
next
such a
for the
wide
Red
warning
Sox,
track here at
designated
Fenway Park. To get back there,
hitter,
sometimes you don't know where you are. But with
Devers.
reckless abandon, he goes up and challenges the monster and comes down with an incredible catch.
Devers
Ball 1.
stands in now, looks at that one inside. Back to the mound. He's got it. Over to first.
Out.
And Devers is set down. That ends the inning. Boston with another on the solo blast. It's now 8-2. It's a bit of a blowout
Leading
now,
off
which
for the
gives us a
Angels,
bit more
second
freedom
baseman,
here in the
Scott
booth.
Kingery.
I'm not sure that's a good thing. Boo, growing up, who was your favorite big league mascot?
The Philly Fanatic, still the best mascot.
Is there a reason?
Well, I love the Phillies, and I loved Mike Schmidt. Michael Jack Schmidt, 548 home runs. He was my favorite.
Well, some people say you and the Philly Fanatic kind of have some things in common.
We have a similar body type. It's true. And that one fouled off.
We've got some superstitions up here in the booth, and you never can say, hey, this game's going really fast early in the ball game.
Yeah, that is one of the ways that we are capable of putting the jinx on the game, is talking about how fast the game is going. That normally will grind it to a screeching halt.
No question.
Swings and misses and one down below the zone. Up with it, fires to first. Out. In time to get him. One away in the strikeout.
Up next for the Angels,
digging in,
shortstop
Zach Neto.
Zach Neto.
This kid is so special.
He's a shortstop by trade and big time power.
Seems like from day one, his strike zone and plate discipline looked like he'd been in the league for 6 years already.
And it's 1-1. He swings and fouls one off. And a good eye there.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
One down, base is empty. Hit hard on the ground to short. Story sends it over to first. Now 2 out.
Now batting, first baseman Nolan Schanuel.
2 down, base is empty. And next for LA, Nolan Schanuel. 0 for 3 in this one. And downstairs.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters even if you give up a solo shot.
That one missing inside. That one missed. Outside. Now 3-0. That's a walk. Went with another changeup but missed the spot.
Definitely lost the handle during that sequence. 4 pitches for
Now
the walk, and that last one didn't even threaten the zone. Catcher might want to go talk to him.
So up next, Taylor Ward. So here in the 3 spot, Chris, a hitter low average but high slug.
Well, one thing he's going to lean on are the metrics. His exit velocity's been really good. He's just had some bad luck hitting the ball right at people.
Next pitch is outside.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Squirts away a little bit to second, and he's out. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. Back in Boston, bottom of the 8th. So stepping in for Boston, Wilyer Abreu.
Wilyer Abreu.
Soriano back to work. And ball 1 to the right fielder.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So that's a good take by him.
Well struck right field. That's back there. Tattooed to Tatertown and gone. He sends it out of here. And they tack one on the board. It's 9-2. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Jose Soriano out of the game, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. Hunter Strickland on to pitch here. He last pitched 4 days ago, so he should feel pretty fresh. Abraham Toro will hit next. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
Strike 2.
0-2.
And that one
too low.
cutting but missing down low.
Ball.
Nobody
balls,
on,
2
nobody
strikes.
out with a run in here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Didn't agree with the call at the plate right there.
No, Boog, in a game like this,
Now
that's just
batting,
too close to
number
take. It's a
39.
blowout game. Guys have been out here for a while. Umpires saying, hey, let's go. Cut it loose. Swing the bat.
Marcelo Meyer, the next to hit. First
Ball
pitch
inside.
just misses. One out, base is empty, and a run in. All Red Sox in this one. That's in for a strike. Activity in the bullpen for the Angels. Hector Neris, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. Burke, a left-hander, also throwing. Pitch is in there. And the count 1-2. And they'll do it again. Swing and a drive, deep right field. That one back there, and it is gone. That'll fire up the dugout. It's their second home run of the inning. It's 10-2. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Well, I'm sure there's a big grin on his face right now, Boog. He's probably had some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like it was going to bend foul. Was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely, and he gets the jog around the bases. Good for him.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here's Trevor Story. Gets the call. Strike 1. Plenty of offense in this one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a game, looking at the pitching matchup, where you expected offense to score, and not as lopsided as this. But, yeah, you definitely expected to see some offense coming up.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Still only one out here in the inning. Next offering upstairs.
Ooh, I thought he'd bite right there.
The 1-2. That one is blasted left field towards the monster. And it bangs off the monster. Story around second. The throw to third. And his third hit of the game is a triple.
Really nice job of two-strike hitting in that at bat. Absolutely blasted that one into the gap, but just didn't have quite enough to clear the wall out there. Maybe a little more elevation under it and it carries over, but that's a swing you'll be happy with every time.
So one gone with a runner at third. Here's the second baseman, Christian Campbell. Off the plate inside, ball one. That's a base hit. Run scores. So a man at first. Connor Wong up next for the Red Sox.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
That's in for a strike at 95. 0-1. And that's down and away. Line drive. He's got it, and there's two away. Here's the center fielder, Cedar Rafaela. He's a guy, Chris's highlights include some of the best throws from the outfield that you will ever see. Definitely one of the best arms of the sport. And that misses. And that's ball one.
Yeah, the infielders and the catcher can never give up on a play, because if this guy thinks he has a chance, he's going to throw it from the warning track if he has to.
The 1-0. And another ball. Campbell off of first with two away. And that's way high. And that's ball three. And there's the automatic. Next offering is fouled back.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Swinging a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. Breaking ball in there. Got him looking. And the inning is over. But two round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. Last chance coming up here for the Angels. All set to start the ninth in this one. Here's the left fielder, Taylor Ward. And there's a strike of the outside corner. 0-1. Gets a piece and stays alive. Stays alive. The 0-2. Good job to fight that one off. That one just misses.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Now batting, third baseman.
So now it's the
Jorge
4-hole hitter,
Soler.
Jorge Soler. Right through there for a strike. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. Base is empty, 1 away here at the top of the ninth. That one misses. Going to count 1 and 2. Into center and a base hit.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
And now Logan O'Hoppe. And that one is in for a strike. And the pitch is outside, ball 1. Swing and a miss. 1 and 2.
Good late movement on that sinker right there. It's right where you want to get it to get that swing over the top.
And the 1-2 misses to even the count. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Close one, doesn't get the call. And the count's full. This to third. Fair ball. Throw into third. In there safely.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
Runners on the corners with 1 gone. And here is Joe Adell. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1 ball, no strikes.
Swing and a foul, pushed off to the right. First and third, 1 down.
2-1.
In the dirt. Safe at second.
Well, that could end up being pretty costly right there. They had the double play set up as a way to get out of the inning, but instead it becomes a big strikeout situation with 2 in scoring position.
There's a strike.
2-2.
Second and third here. 1 away. That's
the
inside.
Full count.
And that'll
Take your
load the
base. Ball
bases.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but
Now
his
batting,
confidence
the
should still be
designated
high
hitter,
enough to
Luis
get out of this, but
Vivo.
he's going to have to buckle down right here.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Red Sox bullpen. Garrett Whitlock will depart, and he leaves with the bases loaded, so he'll look for some help from his teammate coming in behind him.
Now pitching for
The
the Red
left-hander
Sox.
on now, Garrett Crochet.
35.
This southpaw's been really
Garrett
good against
Crochet.
left-handed hitters. So bases loaded with 1 away. Luis Rengifo, the next to hit for the Angels.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
And that's
Yeah.
through there for a strike. And it's
0-1.
0-1.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
Into center. Base hit. 1 run is in. And they hold the runner at third. Bases remain loaded here. Still
Now batting,
only 1
right
gone.
fielder,
Well, those
Chris
kind of
Taylor.
lucky soft hits will always make you smile. These days, most outfielders play pretty deep, and I'm not sure if that was a factor there or not, but off the bat, you're thinking it's going to be a pop out, and it just kind of nestled into that spot where no one was able to get to it.
So the bases are loaded here. 1 man gone. Here comes Chris Taylor. And first offering is fouled off. Bases loaded. 1 away. And that's off the outside edge. 1-1. The Red Sox with some bullpen action. Nick Birdie, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Bernardino also throwing. Swing and a miss. 98 on the gun.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
And that one misses up and in. And it's 2-2. Swing and a miss. Angels with only 1 out left.
Now batting,
Scott
second
Kingery,
baseman,
the next
Scott
to hit for the
Kingery.
Angels. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. There's the strike. Next offering is in for a strike. Crochet is just 1 strike away.
Ball.
That's off the inside corner.
1 ball,
And that
2
is
strikes.
ball 1. Breaking ball misses down and away. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. 1 run is in. Now a long throw home. Safe. And the runner from second scores on the play. It's 11-5. First and second, 2 down. Zach Neto now at the plate. Hard on the ground to first. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game.
These hitters had the long ball working for them today. 4 home runs had a lot to do with them coming out on top.
11-5, your final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.